All right. Hi, guys. Again, thanks for joining. We really appreciate it. I'm Alicia Fox, new home consultant, and my partner Brittany here as well. So there she is. I see that Ashley and Aaron are with us right now too. So I know Brittany can't see the whole screen. So I'll let you know if for any reason we do have any questions. I have the chat open. Same thing, the same housekeeping things we've done for the last couple of weeks. If you have any questions, please add them to the chat. We'll get to it when we can. We actually might go over that in a slide, so we might hold off on your question. Don't think we're ignoring you. And then again, if you have anything that's site specific, then reach out. We can either stay on the call afterwards, or we can schedule a time for me and Brittany to do a Microsoft Teams meeting with you to get into a little bit more detail that's more pertaining to you specifically. We just want to add some cute little things. The first picture you see here, just kind of an area view of Tehaleh, and this is just a small section. Tehaleh is huge. The middle one is just one of the entryway ponds that we have. It's just really pretty. The sunsets out here are like unbeatable. And then the third picture is stacked rocks. And you will see when you are out here or when you live out here and you're on the trails, this is a huge, what's the word I'm looking for? Not memorial. It's like a significant feature for Tehaleh. Tehaleh actually means highlands or the land above. And the stacked rocks, actually what happened before that is back in the day before like compasses and maps, people would stack rocks along pathways and it would get them to their destination. And so Tehaleh, the reason we do the stacked rocks is because if you're ever lost, you always look for the stacked rocks and it always leads you back home. And so it's really cute and significant that, we do stack rocks because it leads you home. So that's really the significant meaning behind it. And when you do come and walk the trails out here, and even in the entryway, you're going to see stacked rocks everywhere. And it's just, I think it's important to kind of know the meaning and backstory, and it's super cute.
Yeah, so I will say driving in, it's so cute when you're driving up the big hill. You see all the people have actually started going out there and stacking rocks because it's super symbolic and it's so cute because everyone's driving home when they're on that road. So
cute. My neighbor just did this cute little symbol in his front yard of the stacked rocks. I love it.
So getting down to business with all of our construction updates, there's a lot going on and we are very excited that we have an updated phasing map. So I'll share that on the next slide. And it really details out, what buildings are starting in what month due to the delays from COVID. What's nice is we actually had a buffer of months that we weren't going to be starting any new buildings. And now due to COVID, we've actually just reduce that buffer, and I think we're almost to the same schedule, but we'll see how it plays out a little bit. So build times for the homes, they're going to be approximately 6 to 8 months. I say approximately just because these are the first times that we're building them. So I'm sorry, building A, if you're in there, you're kind of our guinea pig. Same with the model homes, they're our guinea pig right now, just to understand what the inspections are going to look like and what they're looking for, since this is a brand new product that we're building. So the townhomes are, like I said, one of a kind, and so we need to really detail it out before we can give specific build times. But what's nice to know is, if you're in a fourplex, which there's only 4 homes in, it's going to be closer to the 6 or 7 month mark. And then if you're going to be in a larger one of the 6plexes, then it's going to be closer to a 7 to 8 month build. So we will be able to get down and dirty with the closing dates and numbers here soon. But we really got to get through building U and A to understand more about that. So another quick thing, the HOA dues are literally being finished and signed this week. So we will have more information to share with you next week about all of that. And then hopefully by then too, they'll be able to give us a copy of what that means. And so what are the CC&Rs? What are you looking for as far as, exterior, and what does that cover? So we really want to make sure that we get all the information first before we want to present it to you guys so that we can go over and understand it ourselves. And then if we have any questions for the HOA association, then we can ask them too. So it's really good to get the info. And then if you guys have questions, we can go back and ask the HOA ourselves too. So we have more of an understanding, but hopefully it's really cut and dry, like easy to understand. So a couple of the updates for the buildings that we have. Building A, we've actually moved to roof sheeting. And the estimated closing date for that one is 9/11, sometime in September. And then same with our model homes. So we are at foundation inspection right now. They are doing their inspections to date, actually. So hopefully we have more information about that soon. Our estimated grand opening is at the end of September. So right now we have the 26th, and we're really going to shoot for that date. However, we're still working through the process, so we'll see how that goes. But for the most part, I think everything's going great. I was just over there myself over the weekend, looking at building A, and I did a little snooping around, and it looks really good. They're going to be awesome. Buildings T and R, they have started on building T just last week. So they have trenched it, meaning they're moving the dirt around, and we have an estimated closing date for that one. It says between October and November. So I just put the later date as of November for right now, but we'll get more clarification on that soon. Other than that, we have building R that's going to be trenching next week. So that'll be next Thursday. We'll get digging on that one too. So really quick, I want to show you, this is the new phasing map, or new phasing dates, excuse me, that shows you kind of when we will be starting each building. So you can see January is when we started buildings U and A. It's not a very good timeline though when you look at this because of all of the delays due to COVID. So looking at buildings T and R, that's going to give us a really good representation of what a fourplex and time frame is looking like for those. And then I really don't know, there hasn't been a huge adjustment as far as the phasing goes. I know in June we are starting 3 buildings instead of 2. So that is a lot. That means a lot to us too. We're really trying to keep up the momentum and speed for you guys. So like I said, there's no more lag between the phasing months anymore, and we're doing 3 buildings in June. So we're really trying to keep up with the pace and make sure that, you're not getting pushed out too much further than what it originally was going to be. So doing good. We're doing what we can. And then Alicia took some pictures.
I did. So this is of building A, and I went and walked them this morning. We have an inspector out there today, and then we'll start electrical and installation here soon. So that'll be super exciting. Really, the most fun is when drywall has been completed, because even though you don't have cabinets and sinks and bathtubs, it honestly gives you almost a final visual. So we're really excited for that. We're getting closer. First picture is the front of the homes, and you can see some of them have sliders in the front doors, so they all vary a little bit. And then the inside of the homes. So it's just a quick little snap, just a little tease, because next week, is that the next slide? I don't want to jump ahead too far. Get too excited.
Next slide. Oh, next slide is building U. But no,
okay,
go for it.
I'll wait. I'll tell you the exciting stuff later. This is building U. You can see they're actively out there working. Brittany kind of already went over what's happening. And then in the very back corner of the left, you can see a bunch of the dirt. That's building T. So they have trenched. And then I'll quickly tell you, so next week's going to be super exciting. I really hope that, Aaron and Ashley, thank you for being on. Next week's going to be super exciting. Anyone that's watching this after the math, we really encourage you, if you can, to jump on, because I'm going to actually go out there and physically walk the model homes and, surrounding area. So instead of being here at my desk, I'll be out there and kind of walking and explaining where I'm at in the homes, and just give you a really bit of a better visual versus pictures. So it's going to be a really exciting one.
Yay. Well, that's awesome. We're all really excited so you can walk through and see everything. Super cool. I'm opening up to any questions. I can't see the chat bar, so Alicia, if you see anything, you can also unmute yourself if you'd rather just ask. But we really appreciate you guys being here.
Yeah. Ashley wrote, no questions today. Smiley face, thanks. You are welcome, Ashley. Aaron, do you have any questions at all? Nope, he said no questions. Thanks for the updates.
Awesome. Okay, so one really quick thing though that I do want to point out. So our YouTube channel needs to be moved. So I'm gonna send the new link for that in this next email update. It needed to be moved from our Lennar Tehaleh page to underneath the Lennar Seattle page. So just a quick adjustment. All the videos will still be there. You'll be able to tell which ones are yours too. So nothing crazy, but I do need to send you guys the new link so you will have that. And then other than that, our next meeting will be next Wednesday, of course, the 20th at 1 p.m. So we hope to see everybody there for our grand tour of Building A.
And everyone, please send good vibes that it's not raining.
No rain.
Yeah, I'll be out there no matter what. Rain, shine, snow, hail, so no worries. We'll be out there. All right. Well, awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining, and hopefully we see you next week.
Bye.
Bye, guys.